really want people to know that homelessness isn't just about not having a house. And I think it's really important that people understand what homelessness does to children and young people and what it takes from them, and how hard it is to build that back up again. I think that, the holistic supports that I received from Veritas are really important, and it's not just about a roof, and it's not just about clothes, and it's not just about food. It's about, love and kindness and patience and care.
In 2022, we're in a situation where housing affordability is actually not on their agenda. Most young people won't have a stage in their life when they own their own home. For the young people that go through Veritas House, there's an even greater disadvantage in terms of gaining independence and their own accommodation. And I think that's going to be a major issue for at least the next decade. So it's really, really important that we provide as much financial and emotional support to those young people.
I have the utmost respect for our service users, and I'm constantly amazed at their resilience, their good humour, their braveness, and their courage to move through their crisis and to move through some of the issues that they're currently facing. It's a hard bit of the job, but it's also the most rewarding as well. And I think that's why I'm a part of it.
There's always positive good news story. One service user that comes to mind is a person who's now well into their adulthood, whom I first met when that person was an adolescent. And as an adolescent, she came into the out-of-home care system and had to work through a whole range of stuff to do with her family and what had happened to her. As an adult now, she uses the service at Veritas as a foster carer, and she provides the most beautiful trauma-informed care to the young people that she cares for. And that's part of her being able to use her own experiences in a really positive way to make better lives for the young people that she's caring for.
There's so many in the time that I've worked for Veritas where I go, wow, the resilience and the potential of all of the kids that come into Veritas is amazing.
From my experience, the essence of Veritas House, from all the staff and from the management body too, was a sense of kindness.
I think they knew that I was really scared, and I think that they understood that on a really deep level. And I think that informed how they engaged with me.
And those children and young people, in the main, had experienced very little kindness in their lives prior to coming to us.
It held a lot of weight and had a lot of value to whether or not I chose to continue to engage with the service or go down a different pathway.
I think that also there was a lot of kindness between staff as well. It became the norm of expectation of the people that would be working with us. And that then, of course, had a terrific outcome for the young people we worked with.
Really, really love to tell the people that do the work now what a difference they make when they go to work every day, because I think sometimes it gets lost. When it's hard, the big picture stuff gets lost for people, but it's the people that are on the ground, the people that are knocking on the doors and saying, hey, we're here, what do you need today? That really, and they keep turning up. Because it's easy to just, when someone disengages, just go, oh, well, we tried today. But, making sure they try every day.
Staff at Veritas are the cornerstone of what we do. We can't do it without them. They are all pretty amazing humans who dedicate their practice to supporting children and young people. They are kind, they are funny, they are creative, they're innovative. They care.
Veritas House is only in their lives for a very short period of time, but it's a really important transitional phase. And that can only be done by having workers who are sensitive and experienced, but also having the resources, both financial and emotional, to be able to provide those young people with what they need.
I think transitional housing affords a person to come up for air. It puts a pause in their life so they can stop and think for just a minute. I mean, the space of homelessness, it's chaotic. there's nowhere to land. It's absolutely just a space for someone to catch their breath and plan what happens next.
We work with young people that are homeless, and so we do provide safe and secure accommodation, and that's through our youth refuges and our transitional housing. We work with a lot of kids that are in need of care and protection, and we do support both the kids, their birth families, and foster carers in terms of the ongoing care of those children.
Like if you're just constantly in this space where you're going from one place to the next and it just doesn't stop, being able to go, here, this is for you, stay, take a minute, let's figure out what we're going to do next. That sense of security for someone is life-changing.
Having more transitional housing is so important. It will have a major impact for young people that are ready to transition into independent accommodation, but can't get access to the private rental market or social housing.
I remember the first time I closed the door on my youth flat, and being able to lock a door was, I was overwhelmed. Like, I just couldn't. The sheer relief I felt from being able to go, no one can get me, I'm gonna be okay.
It's huge. It's the beginning of their life for some of them, and they deserve it, so we should all support it.